Stellar. So, Stellar's currently hovering around 12.5 cents, but Stellar is looking like it's got a good year ahead potentially, because we have had Trump get elected into the White House. Obviously, inauguration's in January, but this is going to be the most crypto-friendly administration we've ever seen in America. And this means there are a lot of potential things that could be happening that I want to talk about from the perspective of what could be coming in from the White House this year or over the next year or so. Before I get into it, if you're new to this channel, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. Now, in the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these cryptos. They were coins that I thought were going to make me very, very, very good money. You can see what they were all worth when I recorded the videos. You can also see the highs that all these coins hit in under a year and a half. These are also what your profits would have been if you'd have put $100 into those coins when I released the videos, sold after around 16 months. Total profit in under a year and a half would have been over 123 grand. Now, depending on where you live, that could be a mansion or that might not even be a house. It would be a bloody good deposit on a house. Now, obviously, you don't have 16 months to get your portfolios up to scratch. We are in a bull cycle right now, and if you are sitting on cryptos that you're not happy or confident in, you've got to get your portfolios sorted, because you're just going to end up watching everyone else making money while you don't. That is not a position you want to find yourselves in. Now, if you go on to copymycrypto.com, there is a link in the description. That's the site I run where I share my portfolios with, portfolio with my members. So whenever I buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell, the price I'm going to do it at. My members can copy along exactly, make the same profit as me. On the site, you can see the profits my members have made. You can see the successes we have had. You can also read their testimonials. Everything on the site is public record as well, so you can verify it all online. If after doing that you like what you see, guys, try out the service, because getting the right coins in your portfolio as these markets start ripping has got to be everyone's priority right now. So Stellar. So, look, it's in a decent uptrend. Like, all-time high was in 2018, but it came bloody close in 2021 as well. Now, Stellar itself is one of only 9 cryptocurrencies that are globally compliant with messaging standards right now. That means there are only actually 9 that could run a CBDC, because they have to be compliant with global standards. Now, in terms of CBDC, I've ranted many a time about why I don't want a CBDC. And I think that should be pretty much everyone's perspective. I know there's lots of people that are pro CBDCs, but yeah, ignoring that for a second, the reality of where we're at right now, Donald Trump got elected, and Donald Trump and that administration is going to be the most pro-crypto administration of all time. We have Charles Hoskinson that's going to be one of the policy writers that's going to join the administration in some way, shape or form. Elon Musk is obviously very pro-crypto. He is part of the red tape cutting for Trump's administration. And fundamentally, I think there's a very high likelihood Gary Gensler will be sacked within a month of Trump's arrival. And that would mean a revamp of the SEC, and maybe the SEC don't start targeting every crypto under the sun. Now, I think there is a very good chance we're going to see over the next couple of years a CBDC coming into fruition in America. I don't think Stellar will land that CBDC. Stellar is actually a crypto that's ideal for cross-border payments. There's a whole bit within their website, you know, when we're talking about real use cases, and Stellar's cross-border payments. Like, that's a big issue for banks, cross-border payments. It's, you know, cross-border payments take time, they cost money. Blockchain tech can resolve that issue with basically instant finality and minimal cost. And that would be a big solution to a legitimate problem within banking. Now, the reality is, in America, if we're going to see a CBDC, there are a number of cryptos that have a good chance. I don't think Stellar falls into that bracket. I actually think Stellar have a very good chance of a CBDC in places like Europe and potentially in Africa. They have actually a pretty good, solid foothold in Africa now. But if we see an announcement from the Trump administration that they are going to be investigating into a CBDC, they are going to be deciding on a technology that is going to support the initial rollout of a CBDC in America, every globally compliant crypto pumps, even Verge pumps, right? Because Verge is one of the 9. Now, and there'll be speculation about who's going to get what. Now, XRP, the reason I believe XRP will get it is because a lot of the banks in America have already referenced StellarNet as a game-changing technology in terms of cross-border payments. But the moment that if we get that, and it's a big if, we might not get that, right? But if we get an announcement of a CBDC, what will then happen is all the 9 will pump. There'll be speculation that will be rife about who lands what. But fundamentally, the moment America announces it, and I think they are likely to, at some point in the next couple of years, Europe will follow. The UK will follow. And Stellar have a hell of a shot in Europe. I think there are Hedera, IOTA, and Stellar have pretty damn good footholds in Europe. I also think Quant has a little bit of one as well. Hedera looks like it's more likely in the UK because they've worked with the UK government already. But if this happens, all-time highs come in for many of those cryptos. And I think Stellar is one that could establish a new all-time high. I think Stellar could actually hit $1 off the back of an announcement of CBDC in America. And again, I highly recommend people start actually looking into CBDCs if they're for them, because then you've got to actually do some reading to understand why you probably shouldn't be for them. But overall, Stellar's starting to grow. Well, Stellar's been growing really well for a while, for a long while, and they've got footholds in lots of jurisdictions around the world now. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be a force in the industry for a very, very, very long time. You know, highlight partners, one of them is bloody MoneyGram, one of them is Circle. You know, these are not small names. They're working with big boys. And I think the probability of Stellar landing a CBDC is very, very high. The question is obviously a big district or not. But it remains, you know, in the top 50 market cap, and it will probably remain there for most of time now. But in this crypto-friendly administration that is coming in, CBDCs, the dreaded CBDC, is on the horizon in a way that it hasn't been before. And Stellar is going to profit, no doubt about it, from it. And I think this is where we could see the all-time high for Stellar. I think we could see $1 hit. It's obviously a speculative play in that regard. This is a strong project, so this will have a good year. I'm sure it will at least get up to 50 or 60 cents. But if the announcement of a CBDC comes, this could moon, along with all the others, along with the other 9. But it's an interesting one. So here's the question, I guess. Who here that's watching this believes we're going to see America announce a CBDC within the next year? Does anyone think that that is coming? Is anyone for that? And is anyone against that? Share. If you think it's going to happen, why? If you don't think it's going to happen, why? If you're for it, why? If you're against it, why? Even though I will know all the reasons why you're against it. Share it in the comments, please. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you are sitting on coins you're not happy or confident in, get your portfolios sorted now. This market is getting, well, it's already ripping, and if you're sitting on cryptos you're not confident in, it's probably because they're going to make you sod all money compared to the other coins in the market. Clear out the deadwood in your portfolio has to be a priority. Check out copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell a coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, price I'm going to do it at. My members can copy along exactly, so they make the same profit as me without any work at all. Again, on the site, you can verify everything that you read, that you watch, that you see. It's all on the history of this channel. And if at the end of doing all of that, you like what you see, guys, try out the service, because these markets are getting ready to rip. The deadwood has got to go out of everyone's portfolios now. And that is it from me. I'll see you in the next video, or I'll see you at copymycrypto.com. Take care. Bye-bye.